Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome back to the Champion of Cyrodiil challenge, where we are about to go adventure. If you can see in the distance there, we see more bandits running around Vilverine. Looks like they have occupied the place once more. We are headed to Cheydinhal in today's episodes, but my initial plan has been a little... It's changed, because originally I was thinking let's go west out of town and then take the road down to the Inn of Ill Omen, because I would very much like to do a Knife in the Dark. But now thing is, it looks like I'm actually very close to Cheydinhal after going to Sideways Cave. But still, I think I'm gonna postpone that a little bit and instead go down to the Inn of Ill Omen first. Now, one thing that must be taken into consideration is that if we check our skill pane here, we can see that indeed we're gonna need a little bit of endurance experience. Oh my. We were struggling to find some goblins, but as you can see across the lake here we have a fort. So hopefully we can find some goblins in the fort here and hopefully they can do the job for us. And then we should just head south until we get to the Inn of Ill Omen and we can commit the first murder for the Dark Brotherhood. Allowing them to see how great we are and allowing us entry into the guild. And the sanctuary is going to be located in Cheydinhal, so it lines up with everything else that we're doing right now. We won't need a torch though. Oh, is that a goblin? Ah, it's a goblin over there. Spooky Mr. Goblin. Let's get the iron helmet on. Let's get a few protect spells on, but if you want to be really smart, you should always apply these first so you get the full spell effectiveness. And then we're gonna do heat shell. Good. And then we are going to do, we can't use dragon skin, so we're gonna do defense. Okay. And then we're gonna get that silly hat on. It's gonna look great. We're gonna tank a few blows and we're gonna get those levels up. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we have the levels, but things got a little dicey. We have 3 angry goblins chasing us. I've been thinking, how do we get out of this situation right here? We have all the endurance levels needed now, and I think the best way is to use our command spell. Check this out. This is what we bought in the Mages Guild, and it's going to allow us to turn these goblins against each other. It seems to be a lot better than the Frenzy spell, because first of all, it's on target, so I can hit these goblins. Second of all, it works. It works so well. I read this spell and I saw command creature up to level 2. I figured, oh, maybe these goblins are too powerful, but nope. We're still at such a low level that this spell will work. I can make goblins fight each other to the death. Look at this. He's even friendly now. How long does this last? 30 seconds. And then when I don't want him around anymore, I just summon a zombie. And then smack him to death. Oh, that's fun. Good thing I noticed we can actually properly use that spell and actually gosh darn use it. Intelligence, endurance, and we almost have speed. So we'll do a little bit of jumping as we travel and then we should be just fine. But we have come across this fort, so I feel like we should inspect it. But no need to worry. I feel like this can be quite an interesting place. Because if it's going to have a goblin population, and I can use a spell to command goblins and get them on my side, they will essentially become like summoned creatures. This is so good. So if I learn how to... let's see, what school of magic is this? Is this... yeah, I think it's illusion. Yes. If we can get a powerful command spell, we can essentially get a summoned creature plus a commanded creature, if you get me. A dead marauder here. He died because of his treasure chests. We don't want to be too close to those traps right there. So it essentially allows us to have 2 companions fighting at our sides, plus whatever companion we might want to bring from a quest. Because sometimes you get essential NPCs with you on quests, but you can just wander off and take them wherever you want to go. Ooh, look at that. See those logs? You probably want to drop those, I think. Or is that a trap for later? That they might use on me. I think it's a trap that they might use on me, actually. Alright, you see that guy over there? Doesn't use that much magicka either. Alright, there we go. Now he's totally in my control. And he's going to search out my nearest enemy, which is this goblin down here. What I can do is that I can turn this guy into my friend, and they become friendly targets. And then down here we have like some mud crabs and rats fighting. I can toss out some more spells and have this mud crab fight for me. I can make my own crew. I've had this spell for so long and I just don't even end up using it. There's something to be said for commentating a game and having optimal performance when playing, because usually... Oh, there's my ex-boyfriend. Nice. I decided to rename some of the summons, just for fun. Well, because usually when you play and commentate, you have to focus on a few more things. So if I ever miss something that seems very obvious or I do weird things, assume that that's why. But I'm so happy we found this spell. It's going to greatly help. Lockup key as well. Nice. What's in the lockup though? Oh boy. Oh, who's this? A marauder. Alright, let's get a few of these people on my team here. Oh boy. Oh wait, I don't think creature would help on them. Goblin, help me! Help me, Goblin! Oh boy, let's close that door. Whoop. Too late for that. I decided to run past him this way because I didn't want to get stuck in a corner over there. I'm not sure if there was a corner. I think we should calm him down. Ugh. There we go. That's the power of the calm spell right there. How long does it calm for? About 30 seconds, I think. So I have a little bit of time. 10 seconds only. Well, I guess it's just a scroll, so it makes sense, I suppose. Let's get some weak potions of healing. A weak potion of sorcery, because I want to summon a zombie right here. Alright. Alright, boy. You know what to do. Get him. Finish him off. There comes our goblin to help. You're still under my control, aren't you? Oh, come on now. You're mine, goblin. Well, I guess my zombie will just have to finish them both. But the goblin did do his job, though. He's like, oh, I'm gonna punch you. I was like, nope. My goblin did kill the marauder further in. It almost makes chaotic battle situations now that I have so many allies. And there's so many NPCs in there to use it on. Okay, this is gonna be fun. This is going to make me, well, even though it's not me who has all the power in combat, I rely on others. It's going to make Marina a more active part of the combat situation, because I can spawn in not only just a summoned familiar, but also somebody else to help me out. I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to set Scampy back on 4 and have him be my primary conjured creature, because I can have then more magicka to play around with. So I want to see if he's been scaling. Get AV health. 80. No, I think he was at 80 the last time too. I don't know if he actually leveled since last time though, but that's the thing. Down here I ordered a mud crab to kill the rat and he has obeyed my command. How wonderful. Let's see if Scampy can get to him in time. He has a few seconds left. I got a fireball off, but it won't be enough. Alright. Deal with him. But if there's just gonna be a one-on-one, then I won't really be able to use the command spell. I can use it to calm a creature, of course, but they have to be relatively weak. Very good at this level. But it makes them... Oh, poor fool. It makes them not attack me, which is very invaluable. It could also be great with stealth, because I can sneak around, toss out a spell like that into a crowd of enemies, watch them start fighting for me without having to actually expose my buttocks for any of them. Oh, wow. Calm down. Oh, as you can see, the Goblin Chief is too strong for that, so it doesn't work on people this strong. Get him, Scampy. Let's see. How does Scampy fare against somebody like that? Still very well, yeah. I almost feel like a Flame Atronach or a zombie might be an overkill. They might be. They're very nice, but in terms of magicka cost, I'm gonna hold off on using them a little bit unless each situation really calls for it, because right now... Oops, I thought I could open that pot. Right now, I've gotten a newfound love for command creature. Looks like the goblin was planning on making something tasty. He was working with more than just rat meat. He actually had some vegetables on the side, and I'm sure if you cook that just right, then have some nice accessories, then that might be a tasty meal. I'm not gonna deny that. There are definitely those possibilities. Okay, so Fort Ursack. Was that it? Was it just a little fort? There's one section there that we didn't fully explore. Okay, so it goes deeper. Alright, that makes... yeah, it continues. I thought it was a little short. Oh boy. Oh, didn't I hit there? Oh, as you can see, that guy on the right is too powerful for my spell. You usually get a message in Skyrim if they're too powerful, but not here. Like, even if I sent the weaker one against the strong one will still win. So, Scampy will have to help me out here. Come on, Scampy. He actually says Scampy now. Marina Mistfire Scampy. Because I came across a console command that's very neat. Set actor full name, and you can change the name of any actor in the game. So, that's fun. So if we ever got a horse and we wanted to rename it, we could. Oh dear. Okay. Ale. I don't think so. Jade Ruby Ring. Okay, well, we'll take the loot for now. Skeleton. Potion of Strength. So throne here. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what they've done with this. Okay, so check this out then. Wait, why am I wearing this still? I don't need to train heavy armor. I forgot to unequip it. You sit down and you get a mace to the face. That's kind of cool. Oh, ow. Stop taking damage from it, please. There we go. But that was it. That was Fort Ursack, a very short little goblin fort that really showed off how impressive the creature command can be. More useful than I thought it would be, actually, because I hadn't really gotten to play around with it a whole lot, so very, very positive. Well, I gotta somehow find my way back out. Let's go. Oh, what a weather to return to. Not the greatest travel of weather, but we will make do. We are headed to the Inn of Ill Omen, which is on the road to Breville. So I think what we're gonna do is that we're gonna just get on down the road, check it out, and then head back up the road to get to Cheydinhal. So I've made a few notes on the side here, and one of those notes was use the command spell more often, because there are probably a lot of things I could do more in combat that I just end up not really doing. And illusion is such an easy skill to train as well. It trains very fast with the use of starlight, and it's something you can train recklessly. That was a mix of train and level. Wayshrine of Stendarr. Protect the weak. So whenever we check out a wayshrine like this, it gives us the ability to go and check them out in the church at their own little altar in the church, so we can get their blessing once a day. So once we check all of those out, we'll get a few neat bonuses. What was it that I wanted to check here? I opened this for a reason. Right, I wanted to check the spell property that we got. Fortify Endurance. Wow. Not bad. I'll take it, Stendarr. I will take it indeed. So I believe we have Dibella and Stendarr. And I incorrectly thought we had Akatosh earlier, but that was in an earlier playthrough that was corrupted. So joy to the world. Boop! More Nirnroot. Now, technically, you could argue that collecting Nirnroot is also part of 100% game completion, because there are 306 Nirnroot in the game. However, the reason I called this challenge the Champion of Cyrodiil challenge, it's not just because it sounds awesome. It's also because then I won't have to deal with people saying, oh, well, it's not 100% because you didn't get all the Nirnroot. Oh, it's not 100% because you didn't invest in all 94 stores. Because I decided to only include the criteria I thought to be the most interesting. So when I make my own challenge, I set my own rules and nobody can really complain about it. So for example, investing in stores. Once you get to 75 expert level mercantile, you can start investing in stores. You can spend 500 coins in a store once to increase their maximum gold count by 500. So you'll make that money back in no time if you sell a lot of expensive objects to them. And there's a statistic where you can invest in those stores. Now, here's the thing. In the base game, without the unofficial patch, you could actually fortify your mercantile past 75 by using spells and then be able to invest. This is something that was fixed in the unofficial patch. Now, what does this mean? Well, if I wanted to invest in all of the stores, I would need to get 75 mercantile as soon as possible, because a lot of NPCs who have stores that you can invest in eventually die as a result of quests, or just randomly they die from something that kills them out in the wild because they're not essential. So there are a couple of problems with that. it would essentially mean that my playthrough would just be centered around getting 75 mercantile as soon as possible, one of the slowest skills, if not the slowest, and then trying to find every single merchant and hoping that they're still alive in order to invest. I just didn't see that as a fun goal. It's the same with fame. I believe the maximum fame amount in vanilla Oblivion is like 198. And you get fame for completing quests or doing certain things during quests, but I didn't want to be tied down to it because, first of all, fame is a very buggy stat. Sometimes it doesn't show when it's supposed to show, and like if you've completed a quest while you're wearing the grey cowl of Nocturnal, it might not count, and fame is just not a very good number to pay attention to. I would rather, instead of counting fame, I would want to count quests completed, because that's much more, it's much more organized that way. So I've decided not to count fame or stores invested in. I essentially just remove those from my own criteria. Are these wild horses? Oh, that's so cool. Wild horses. I wonder if I can command them. Let's see if that's possible. Did I hit him? No, I didn't quite hit him. There's an Alien ruin here. Where are we now? Have we made it onto the road again? Yeah, we're actually almost there. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do... Ooh. It's Daedric Shrine. We probably won't be able to do it, because most of them have high level requirements. So Daedric quests are probably gonna take a while. Oh, who's that over there? Sweetwater Camp. Too sweet a name for this place, I'm afraid. Come on, Scampy. You got her. Smack her in the face. I really want to find myself a proper calm spell, though. That could be very useful for me, especially if I want to get away from an opponent that's chasing me down. So it should give me plenty of time to recuperate a little bit and turn the odds in my favor. Let's see, can I manage to hit this horse over here? I want to try. Nope, it just went straight through the horse. Doesn't look... Oh! Wolves, on the other hand, they should be prime targets. Look at that! And now he's my wolf. Now that's my little wolfie, and he will follow me around and do my bidding until he perishes, or 30 seconds passes, but that's powerful. Like, let's just keep this guy with us, and let's just keep reapplying the spell. Yes! I'm gonna bring the entire forest with me. Oh, who's this? Ursacek. Ah, yes. Is Ursacek the one who gives us the Savior's Hide? By the way, there's a... Don't mind my wolf. It's totally friendly for at least another 4 seconds. Will Scampy attack him? Okay, check this out. Hey, Wolfie. Bam, bam, bam. Gonna make him mad again, and then Scampy's gonna deal with him. You guys want to help out? I don't think they want to. Oh, some of them were actually getting up there. That's good. Oh no! Oh no, 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 Scampy. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Scampy started fighting them. That could have been bad. You're not essential, are you? Okay. It's probably you I talked to.
You approach the shrine of Ursacek. Are you hunter or are you prey?
I am hunter.
Do you think yourself a hunter? Then approach the shrine of Ursacek. Leave our lord an offering. Leave an offering of the pelt of a bear or the pelt of a wolf at the shrine, and Ursacek may find you worthy. Or perhaps you will learn what it is to be the hunted.
I just killed a wolf, so sure, Ursacek.
Remember, this place is sacred.
Ursacek demands a more powerful champion to begin this quest. Ursacek, how dare you? What's the level requirement for that, Dark? You mind looking that up? Okay, so we can't do that just yet. That's fine, that's fine. We'll just cut through the wilderness here for the most part, I think. Just try to get to the Inn of Ill Omen now while we can. Let's see, what is this on the map here? I don't think it's a strange door. I don't want to find a strange door on the map either, because it'll count as a map marker. There are actually a couple of map markers which might be bugged out, because I would like to try and get places visited to, say, I think it's 369. I think that's as many map markers as you can get in vanilla Oblivion, but 3 of those map markers are automatically added when you progress in certain quests, so I think I have to explore those locations before I get the quests in order to not have it bug out and show a lower number than it should, but those are just minor worries. But here we are. The Inn of Ill Omen. Yes. Isn't this wonderful? It's a knife in the dark. It's a reference to the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. In the first chapter, where the Nazgul are coming to slay the hobbits at the inn, coming in the night, the chapter is named The Knife in the Dark.
Speak. Well, I'll be a spotted snow bear. A customer.
Yeah.
We got plenty of rooms if you want one. Ain't nobody staying here these days except old Rufio.
Rufio?
Rufio? He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of weeks now. If you ask me, he's hiding from something. But what do I care? He pays his tab. His room is downstairs, in what I like to call the private quarters. Use that hatch in the floor over there, but don't expect a warm reception.
Okay. Any rumors?
Those famous for good deeds may receive blessings of intelligence and magicka when they visit way shrines of Julianus.
Indeed.
That's a horrible name for an inn, I know, but I just can't bring myself to change it. Besides, I like the sign.
Fair enough.
Farewell, and tell your friends, the Inn of Ill Omen is open for business, as always.
Rufio, are you down here? How do we want to slaughter him? I think Heroic Touch has to play a role in this, because I feel like he's the cowardly type. Let's see. Oh, Rufio. Your time has come. Oh my. He's a weak old man. This isn't gonna be much of a battle, but I might as well make some preparations for it. Marina's ex-boyfriend has arrived. Ho ho, hey hey. Then we are going to... I think we're just gonna get a weapon out. A steel longsword should... Oh, or the blade of woe. We'll get a steel longsword. We'll poison it. And then we will simply attack. Goodbye, Rufio! Oh. Oh. Sorry, okay, maybe I went a little bit overboard. Don't give me that look. You know I was planning on letting you in on this action. Go away. You're hopeless. Okay, he wasn't too pleased about me killing old Rufio. Oh well. All that killing made me really tired. I think I'm gonna nap up a little bit. Huh? What? Oh. Oh, does this not count as a safe location? Oh, I guess this isn't a safe location for me to sleep then. Makes sense. The bed of the man I just murdered. That shouldn't be safe. Oh!
You have my ear, citizen.
I'm a citizen who did not just murder. I didn't murder at all. What are you talking about? Okay, good times. We got that murder out of the way, and this should allow us to now get on the road to Cheydinhal without worry. So, there's actually another inn coming up here on the map. That might be a good place for us to stop by and have a little rest, and also another way shrine. Now, there are two major DLCs for Oblivion released, the Shivering Isles and the Knights of the Nine. Now, the Knights of the Nine revolve around these way shrines a little bit, so getting them now is good if you ever plan to do that DLC, but I want to do vanilla Oblivion for now without any DLCs. You can always do DLCs in the future if at some point we actually complete this, which I think is gonna take years, so... Cyrodiil Inn. Let's stop by here. I just need to contact my asset. What? I thought she was dead. I thought she was laying dead. I was like, murder? But I haven't even been in here yet. Hey.
I hope I can help.
I would like your bed.
A bed you seek? There is one here for you if you have the 10 gold to rent it.
I do.
Up the stairs you must go to the first door on your right. That is your room for the night.
Are you rhyming, Khajiit?
With all the farms in Nibene, there's still plenty of forest and wilderness open for settlement.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
You too.
I thought it was gonna be a rhyming Khajiit. That just sounded fun. Sounded real fun. Let's see. This is a perfect place for me to meet my assassin friends. Pew! Alright. Oh.
So, the deed is done.
Yes.
How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many things, for you are now part of the family.
My life for the Brotherhood.
Indeed. For the slaying of Rufio is the signing of a covenant, the manner of execution, your signature. Rufio's blood, the ink. As a speaker of the Black Hand, I directly oversee a particular group of family members. You will join that group and fulfill any contracts given. You must now go to the city of Cheydinhal, to the abandoned house near the eastern wall. Enter the basement and attempt to open the black door. You will be asked a question. Answer thusly. Sanguine, my brother. You will gain entrance to the sanctuary. Once inside, speak with Ochiva. We must now take our leave of each other, you and I, for there is much work to be done. I'll be following your progress. Welcome to the family.
Heck yeah.
Dear sister, I do not spread rumors. I create them.
I just had to hear it one more time.
Know this. Every dark brother and sister is a child of Sithis. He whom we call Sithis has many other names. Chaos, Doom, Discord. Sithis is the void. We of the Dark Brotherhood serve the Night Mother, who is the bride of Sithis. The Night Mother rules her children with a terrible black hand. The Black Hand is the ruling body of the Dark Brotherhood. It is made up of one listener and 4 speakers. 4 fingers and a thumb, if you will. As a member of the Dark Brotherhood, you must abide by the 5 tenets. They are the laws that guide and protect us.
We actually have to break these 5 tenets at least twice in order to get as many quests done as possible.
The 5 tenets are as follows. Tenet 1. Never dishonor the Night Mother. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Literally.
Tenet 2. Never betray the Dark Brotherhood or its secrets. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 3. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 4. Never steal the possessions of a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Ooh.
Tenet 5. Never kill a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Okay.
We praise our unholy matron. From her shadowed womb we were born. From her breast we suckle malice and pain. She loves her children, you see.
Yes, Rufio.
Rufio lies dead. Well done. The family will now welcome you with open arms.
Oh, I look forward to getting that shrouded armor.
How does one best describe our dread father? Imagine a perfect, cloudless midnight, cold as winter ice and shrouded in shadow. That is Sithis.
You guys are so metal. Alright, bye-bye.
You are now one with the Dark Brotherhood. Visit Ochiva at the Cheydinhal Sanctuary, and your new life will begin.
Oh my. Well then, Lucian. What's the clock right now? It's 3 a.m. I'm just gonna rest up until morning comes so we can hit the road when the daylight starts. Still gotta get our butts over to Cheydinhal. We may have completed the prerequisite quests. Not that the time of day matters if it's gonna rain like this constantly. 2 inns along the same roads. Bit of an odd decision, but understandable, I suppose. Well then, guys and girls, I suppose let's consider wrapping it up in just a little bit. Let's just try to get back onto the main road here to Cheydinhal. We took a little bit of a detour today. We went through the wild. I usually like to stick to the roads, but I figured since we're going to be sticking on the road now on the way to Cheydinhal, we might as well just go through the wilderness, test out our command spell, slay Rufio, and have some fun with that. You're coming with me, boy. This way. Come, come. Let's see if we can find something else for the wolf to kill. Come across like a bandit or something. Because while I can't control the bandit yet, there is a control humanoid spell, or command rather, but I can imagine humanoids are much harder to control than creatures. That just makes sense. So I think, actually, we can cross a bridge here. That's probably just to get to Hircine's shrine. Oh, there's another wolf down there. Let's recast this. Here we go. Hey, Wolfie. Fight! Oh, who will be victorious on this day? Fight! Fight for my amusement. Aw. Good job, boy. You did such a good job. Now face the wrath of Honest to tell us, I was not planning on that. Fire, frost, and lightning have flowed from your fingertips. You're now an apprentice in destruction magic and can cast apprentice level destruction spells. Ain't that something? Alright, so that's cool. It's a neat thing to have done, I suppose. One less novice skill. So that's something. And there we go. You did your thing, Wolfie. But with this spell, we're gonna get some more interesting combat scenarios, and we're gonna be able to switch it up a little bit more, which I do definitely appreciate. But, oh, athletics. Wunderbar. Well then, guys and girls, I think we're gonna end it here in the middle of the rain. I know it's a bit depressing, but it goes along well with the current storyline that we're doing, does it not? This rock over here seems to be the perfect place for us to... Why did I find that cave? Well, darn it. Little does it matter. We'll go check that out in the next episode. Maybe command some creatures, maybe make an entire army. There's no limit on how many we can control at once, I think, so... We can make our own posse of woodland creatures and send them to our aid without having to be a bossmer. Ain't that great? Have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.